Good morning, everybody. Today, I am going to be talking about an article from our friend Screen Rant. So today from Screen Rant, we're going to be talking about Robin. Yep. So Matt Damon explains the 2 times he had tried to audition for Batman's Robin. Okay, so Batman's Robin actually was auditioned for 2 times from Matt Damon, believe it or not. And we are going to be talking about that, y'all. So Matt Damon explains how he's auditioned to play Robin in the Tim Burton Batman 1989 and the Batman Forever in 1995. Now, if you guys remember, Batman 1989, it was just Batman. Robin wasn't even a thing yet. But then again, who am I kidding? Only real nerds know that Batman 1989 and Batman Returns only had Batman, and then Robin went into the mix in Batman Forever. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Matt Damon explaining the 2 times he auditioned for Robin. Okay, so Matt Damon explains how he auditioned for Robin twice in his career. After breaking out the roles in Rainmaker, which is a movie from my year, 1997, and another famous movie from my year, 1997, Good Will Hunting. So those are 2 movies that from my year, in case you guys don't know, my birthday is in 1997. But we're not talking about that. But then also another role that Matt Damon had was from Saving Private Ryan, 1998. Anyway, though, Damon has become one of the biggest actors in Hollywood. The Oscar-winning notably headlined the action-packed Bourne franchise, with his titular character is cultivated for a plethora of other acclaimed roles. Now, if you remember, Matt Damon's most recent starring role was in 2019's Ford vs. Ferrari, which he played the American automotive designer Carroll Shelby, who teamed up with race car driver Ken Miles, played by Christian Bale, yep, the same guy who played Batman, to build a vehicle in a race in 1966 Le Mans and beats Enzo Ferrari. Aside from that, though, Damon has made a habit of using his star powers to create more than amusing cameos in blockbusters like Deadpool 2 and in another video I had mentioned him from Thor. Yep, Thor Ragnarok, where he played the actor who portrays Loki in an Asgardian play. He was even considered for the role of Mysterio for Spider-Man Far Away Home, but that role was taken by Jake Gyllenhaal, but we're not talking about him, but will now reprise that role. But now Matt Damon, like I said, is reprising his role as actor Loki in Thor Love and Thunder next year. And with that said, Damon's debut in the genre could have come a lot sooner. Related to this article is Tim Burton's original Batman treatment had an origin story. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about something else. So during an interview on Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, Josh Horowitz spoke in depth with Damon about his lengthy career, covering directors he's worked for and roles he turned down. In addition about how he got turned down from Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight, he explained he auditioned to play Robin in Batman's 1989, but of course that was ultimately cut from the film, and he also auditioned for Batman Forever, 1995, and this is what he had to say below. There's 2 stories there, he said. There's the Robin role. We went down to New York, 1987, maybe 87, 88. I would have been 16 or 17. I remember that we didn't have sides. It wasn't like you're reading a scene with Batman. It was so secretive that you're reading this other scene from some other movie. Then in 1993, for Batman Forever, Chris O'Donnell had already claimed the part and nailed it, but they were haggling over money. The studio was flexing basically by flying in two other people on the screen test. They wanted Chris O'Donnell for the part, but they wanted him for a price. I remember at the stage in my career you would go on and read, even if you knew you weren't going to get this part. Okay. While it's funny to think Damon starring beside Val Kilmer's Cape Crusader, and then friend and frequent co-star George Clooney Batman and Robin 1997, which is another movie of my year I was born. Now, 97 is a very, very important year for me because that's the year I was born. But anyway, Shoemaker's campy DC films didn't do O'Donnell's career in the franchise any favors. Now, Nolan's more grounded the Dark Knight trilogy, which again, it took me about 5 or 6 years for me to understand the Dark Knight trilogy, and it was largely accredited with both revitalizing the Warner Brothers DC films and genres itself. As mentioned in interviews, Damon was approached to play Harvey Dent in Dark Knight before Aaron Eckhart was originally cast, but turned it down due to scheduling issues. Now, Damon and Ben Affleck, who coincidentally plays Batman, won the Oscar for Good Will Hunting screenplay in 1998, which was also part in my time and my generation. The pair are sent to star in Ridley Scott's The Last Duel. The first screenplay, they were written together, sent alongside Nicole Holfenser. Damon also plays a roughneck determined to vindicate his daughter in upcoming Stillwater. Who knows, had Damon played Batman's Robin back in the 90s, these films might have never come to fruition. And this entire trajectory of his career would have changed. So, there you go, guys. That is just a little bit of some information about Matt Damon and how he almost would have been Robin and how it would have changed the Batman landscape. If you guys like this content, please hit that thumbs up button, y'all. So I know you guys like my content, and you have a wonderful rest of your morning. Bye.